Yo fam, you ain't ready for this inception. I'm going to show you how to sell calls and sell puts on SoFi using the SoFi options chain. Let me show you. Yo, what's going on, Premium Chasers? I hope you're having an absolutely God-blessed day. To every single person that comments down below is going to get my full Ark Options Strategy guide. This is combining 5 sources of premium generation into one simple 15-minute to 16-minute a week strategy designed to complement your life, not take away from it. Just drop a comment down below on today's video, and it's yours. No opt-in. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Guys, I got a good one for you. Listen, all the gurus here on YouTube love to talk about making $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, blah, 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 blah. I'm sick of that crap. If you are too, you're in the right place. But I got a little inception here for you guys. I've had a play on SoFi that I did this past Friday. I want to show you guys how I'm managing this position. It's a covered call on SoFi, but I'm also excited to share with you guys the SoFi options chain and how to navigate it. I've been using it on mobile as well as on desktop, and I want to show you guys how simple and clean it really is, and then if it's worth your time. You'll see all of that kind of come together, and is SoFi worth it? Is the SoFi worth moving your options trading over? We'll see. Let's talk about it. So obviously we're on our invest page. SoFi is flying today, guys. Let's get it. Who got into SoFi on Friday on that drop? I had a cost basis, I think, around like $26.50 or something like that. But with that said, I did jump into some cash secured puts. Now it's interesting that it's showing $32.95 there. But with that said, I'm going to show you guys the covered call opportunity that I jumped in on. Obviously, this is the main page of SoFi. You can buy your shares, you can sell your shares, you could trade options, or you could do your reoccurring purchases on your SoFi shares right there. Now, coming over to the actual options contract here, this is my specific options contract, okay? This one right here, I have set and I'll show you guys on my actual covered call premium calculator. I collected $32.95, right? My strike of the option, what I'm willing to sell my 100 shares for, is $29. My cost basis for those specific 100 shares that I bought on the dip at open on Friday was around $26.50, right? Maybe just a touch more, but $26.50, right? And then I ran a covered call, right, saying I'm willing to sell my shares on the 14th right here, right? And you can see that right here. I have a SoFi 29 call. Again, I don't understand why it's showing me an average cost basis right there of 32. That is very, very interesting. So I'm not exactly sure why. But with that said, that's another kind of con. I don't like the way 100% that that the information is displayed here. And you can see here, this is the $32.95 that I collected up front here of that premium. With that said, it's like any new brokerage, right? It just takes a little bit of time to kind of get used to everything. And that's kind of how I'm looking at this one as well. But to show you guys the full trade, right? If I had a premium return of a 1.24%, that's $32.95 divided by $26.50, $2,650, because that's what I bought my 100 shares for when we saw that drop in on Friday. And then my profit on the shares this Friday will be a max of $250 if I end up selling my shares for $29. Now, what am I going to do? Well, you're going to have to stay tuned. This isn't necessarily part of the public portfolio. I'm kind of just sharing with you guys, but most likely I'm going to roll this position out to the 30s for maybe 2-3 weeks from now. We'll see. I want to capture as much appreciation as possible, but all in all, in a single week trade, if I actually let this thing go and let my shares get sold to make just over 10.5% on my money in a single week, listen, all you paper gain, percentage gain don't mean crap. Percentage gain don't mean crap. The only thing that I care about is money in my pocket, actual, real, tangible gains. So that's why me as an option seller, I'm not scared to sell my shares. I'm not scared to do that because I know that we always have pullbacks. We always have opportunities in the market, right? So kind of showing you guys how the actual options chain looks like. And it's very simple, very kind of Robin Hood-esque, right? And it's okay, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I think there's still work to be done here. But for average humans, right, that, people that are just doing this truly like really, really passively, I think this is pretty solid. I think this is a step in the right direction. But with that said, taking a look at the options chain, right here at the top, obviously we could say if we're an options buyer or seller, and we're going to click sell. And then obviously we could sell our calls calls here. Now, when we're selling a call, that's when we're saying we're willing to sell our 100 shares, right? We're willing to sell 100 shares on a certain date. So obviously on the 14th, you could see here, it even shows that I have a contract here on the 14th for the 29s. And right here, obviously, we're seeing how much premium we would actually be collecting on that, right? So if you do the 2850s, you're collecting more. If you do 28s, $216, 2750s, $253. Obviously, all of these numbers are times 100. One options contract equals 100 shares if you don't know that, right? So all of these numbers like 2750, you have to make sure, again, any of these that you're willing to sell for, you got to make sure you have at least 100 shares of that stock. Can't stress it enough, okay? With that said, what we want to sell over, right? We want to sell over what we bought it for. So obviously at the time of me recording this, the stock price of SoFi is trading just at 30%, up almost 6.5% here today. So let's say you owned 100 shares at $30. Well, you want to sell it for more. Let's say you want to sell it for $31. Well, in that situation, you'd collect $50 of premium. Now, I personally love to put everything in my covered call calculator, my cash secured put calculator, as well as my trade log, just so I keep myself organized. If you want these 3 resources, I give them for free at the end of my Ark Options Strategy workshop, which shows you how to take the wheel strategy to the next level. Click the second link in the description of today's video. It's going to take you to that. You can register for a time that's convenient for you, and you'll get all of these tools at the very end, okay? So coming back over to the actual options chain. Right here is where we would select our strike price. Now, of course, similar to like a Robinhood or any options chain, we can open these up and start seeing what our Greeks are looking like. Obviously, here's a delta, basically 50% chance that SoFi will be trading at $30 on Friday, right? And if we click into the 31s, right, you can see all your basic information, 34 delta on the 31s. I'm actually shocked that's not a little bit higher. I could totally see SoFi being at 31 at this point on Friday, especially since we're seeing a ton amount of green with the government potentially being reopened here soon. I could see the market's already a sea of green right now, so I expect that to continue to happen throughout the remainder of this week. So with that said, if you want to sell puts now on SoFi, right, this is the call side, here is the put side, right? So the way the wheel strategy works, if you don't know, it always starts with the cash secured put, okay? The cash secured put is you saying, I'm willing to buy 100 shares of SoFi on a certain date and a certain price, right? Now, for beginners, I usually say go out 30 days or so. That gives you time, right? You're not glued to your phone. On weeklies take a little bit more management. You need to put a little bit more time into the weeklies. So monthlies are usually for busy professionals. I say, hey, it's kind of more of a set and forget kind of investing strategy, in my opinion, where you're not necessarily glued to your phone. Now, if for example, if we did the 12-12, which is 32 days away, let's say I was willing to buy 100 shares of SoFi for, let's say, $27. If it's trading at $27, I'd be okay purchasing 100 shares. So if I open up this contract, I can see the delta is in line with my personal goals, and that's a 27, call it a 0.30, about a 30% chance of assignment, 70% chance of expiring worthless. Now, if I did this trade, I would get roughly $110 of premium. Obviously, results vary, not financial advice, just what I'm seeing on my screen at the time of recording this, but I would lock up $2,700. So let's go toss this into the cash secured put calculator. We collect $110 and we're locking up $2,700. And let me go ahead and zoom in here so we can all see. Listen, we all getting older, man. I can't see. But with that said, you can see I'm getting a 4% return on my collateral. Absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. Now, again, that's 32 days away here. And the premium is divided by the 2,700. That's how I'm getting the 4% return. This is more higher risk. I always judge whatever my return on my collateral is on my money. That's how I judge the risk. I don't even care about the delta or any of that stuff. If I'm shooting for something for a 4%, 5%, anything over honestly like 2.5%, you're in a more high risk territory. Obviously, SoFi has been on an absolute tear. Doesn't mean it's not going to be on a tear, but it's more likely that we could see a pullback as well. And essentially, as option sellers, we are selling insurance. So in this specific situation, there are 2 major outcomes that could happen. Let's say on December 12th at close, SoFi is trading above 27. It's trading, 30s, 40s, whatever. Well, you're not buying your shares. Your $2,700 that you locked up to buy those 100 shares at 27, it's returned back to you. And guess what? The following month, we can run another cash secured put, and then we get our premium return. Obviously, that premium is given to you upfront as an option seller. And then we just rinse and repeat that. Eventually, though, we will be assigned shares. Now, this is where the second part of the wheel strategy comes in. don't be scared of assignment, right, guys? I don't understand why people are so scared of assignment. I genuinely don't understand. Maybe it's just time and experience and seeing it, but you really, it's okay to be assigned, guys. Like, it's okay, because that's where the second part of the wheel strategy is, and often more profitable, right? Because once we own 100 shares of SoFi, we can then flip the script and start selling calls like I was showing you. So in this case, let's just say you own 100 shares at 29, right? We could say for the following month, we'd be willing to sell them for 33, right? Now, again, that's $117 of premium. Let's go to my covered call calculator here. I'll zoom in here a little bit. And let's say we're collecting now here on this specific trade. What did we say? We're collecting $117, right? We'll go $117 here of premium, right? Our strike of option, what we're willing to sell it for, is 33. Our purchase strike price, we'll say, is current market value of 29. And right, you're getting another premium return of 4%, 117 divided by $2,900. Everything, I treat everything like cash, by the way, guys, like whether it's stocks or cash, right? That's just money that I'm putting to work. That's the way I like to look at it. And I'm getting a premium return of around 4% here. My max profit is 400. My total profit potential is 517 for in a month if I end up selling my shares. Now that if, what does that mean? What is that if? Well, there's two scenarios that can happen in this situation. Let's say that, on the 12th, SoFi is trading, at 35, 38, whatever. Well, you're on the hook to sell your shares at 33. You're capping your upside here at $33 a share. Now there are more advanced strategies, right? You can roll these positions. You can close them out early. I'm really only scratching the surface of this, right? But the second thing that can happen is that, let's say it's below 33. If it's below 33, your shares aren't sold. Your shares are returned back to you, and you can run another covered call for the following month to, you guessed it, collect some more premium. And then guess what? Eventually, when you sell your shares for 33, right? Let's say you sell them for 33, you get $3,300. You collected that premium along the way on the puts and the calls. And guess what? You sell another put because now you have the cash to do that, and so on and so on. Now, there's a bunch of other things that we can layer onto this. We can collect cash secured put interest while we wait to buy stocks. Most of you have no idea that's possible, and you're missing out on an extra 4% a year. I also love running the strategy on dividend payer, so I'm collecting dividends in addition to monthly and weekly premiums. If you want to learn more about that, that's what I cover in that full workshop down below. Second link. At the end of it, I'm going to give you my trade log, my full trade log, and both of these calculators as well. So click that second link in the description of today's video, guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. And remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.